Mark chapter 13. As Yeshua was leaving the temple, one of his disciples said to him, "Master, look at all these stones and these buildings." Yeshua asked him, "Do you see these large buildings? There won't be a single stone left on another here that will not be knocked down." As Yeshua sat on the Mount of Olives, facing the temple, Cephas and James and John and Andrew asked him privately, "Tell us, when will these things happen? And what is the sign that these things are about to happen?" Yeshua replied, "Be careful that no one misleads you. Many will come in my name and say, 'I am,' and they'll deceive many. But when you hear of wars and rumors of battles, don't be afraid, because these things must happen. But it's not the end yet. Nation will rise against other nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms. There will be earthquakes in various places, and famines and insurrections. These are like the earliest pains of childbirth. Be very careful, because they'll hand you over to judges, and you'll be beaten in the synagogues. You'll stand before kings and governors for my sake as witnesses to them for me. But first, the good news must be proclaimed in every nation. When they arrest you and hand you over to stand trial, don't worry beforehand about what you'll say or premeditate your words. Say what is given to you spontaneously, because it won't be you speaking, but the Kaddish Spirit. Brothers will betray brothers to death, and fathers their children. Children will stand up against their parents and have them put to death. Everyone will hate you because of my name, but whoever endures to the end will be rescued. When you see the sign of the adulterous abomination of desolation that was mentioned by Daniel the prophet standing where it should never be, the reader must understand. Then you who are in Judea flee to the mountain. No one who is on the rooftop should go down and get anything from their house. No one in the field should return and get their clothes. It will be a terrible time for pregnant and nursing women during those days. Pray that your exodus won't be during foul weather. In those days, there will be a tribulation on a scale that has never happened since the beginning of Yehovah's creation until now, and certainly never again. If it weren't for Yehovah terminating those days, no one would survive. But for the sake of the select, who have chosen brackets to remain faithful, those days are terminated. During this time, if anyone tells you, "Look, here is the Messiah," or "Look, he's over there," don't believe it. False messiahs and lying prophets will appear and perform signs and miracles in order to deceive, if possible, even the select. So watch out. I've told you everything in advance. Now, in the days after the tribulation, the sun will be darkened and the moon won't give her light. Shooting stars will fall from the sky, and the dynamism of the heavens will be shaken. Then they will see the human Son coming in the clouds with great power and splendor. Then he will send out his spirit messengers to gather his select people from the four winds, from the furthermost bounds of the land to the furthermost bounds of the sky. Learn an analogy from the fig tree. When its twigs become tender and its leaves begin to bud, you know that warm weather is coming. Similarly, when you see these things happening, you will know that brackets, the day of Yehovah is near, right at your open door. I am sure that this perverse nation won't pass away until all these things have taken place. Heaven and earth will arrive, but my words won't disappear. But no one knows the exact day and hour, not the spirit messengers in heaven, not even the Son, only the Father. Be careful, watch and pray, because you don't know when the exact time is. The human son is like a man who left home and went on a journey. He gave guardianship to his servants. Each had their assignments, and he instructed the doorkeeper to stay on alert. So stay on alert, because you don't know when the master of the house is returning. Whether in the evening, at midnight, when the rooster crows, or in the morning. Make sure he doesn't come unexpectedly and find you asleep. What I say to you, I say to everyone, stay alert.